You know that feeling, right? You've got this amazing idea for a project, a bookshelf, a cool garden bench, whatever. But then you look at the plans and you're just stopped in your tracks. It's that moment where all your excitement just deflates. The truth is, most people don't fail because they're bad at woodworking. They fail because the plans are just plain bad, vague, missing steps, or written for some master craftsman.
And this just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's a story I've heard a million times. You get all your materials, you're ready to go, and suddenly you realize a key measurement is just gone. So you guess. And that usually leads to wasted wood, wasted time, and a whole lot of frustration. It's probably the #1 reason awesome projects end up in the scrap pile.
So in this quick explainer, we're going to tear down Ted's Woodworking. We'll look at the big promise they make, what you actually get inside the package, the good and the bad, and finally, the big question, is it actually worth your money? Let's dive in.
All right, so let's start with that core problem, because it's something that gets everyone, from the person just picking up a saw for the first time to folks who've been at it for years.
And this is so important to understand. It's almost never about whether you can make a straight cut. It's about the quality of the roadmap you're following. You know, without a crystal clear step-by-step guide, even a simple birdhouse can turn into an absolute nightmare.
And that brings us right to the supposed solution. This is where Ted's Woodworking strolls in with a massive, and I mean massive, promise to make everything clear, easy, and to take all that guesswork right out of the equation.
So what is it really? Well, at its heart, it's a gigantic digital library of plans. The whole idea, the entire sales pitch, is that you can find pretty much any project you can dream of, follow the simple instructions, and actually finish it without wanting to launch a hammer through your garage wall.
And the number they throw at you is honestly kind of insane. 16,000 plans. I mean, let that sink in. We're not talking about a little pamphlet here. This is a full-blown digital encyclopedia for building stuff.
So here's how they claim to solve all those problems we talked about. They promise you're not just getting a vague sketch. You're getting the whole deal. Complete blueprints, lists of every single thing you need to buy, guides that tell you exactly where to cut, and instructions that anyone from a total newbie to a seasoned pro can follow.
Okay, promises are one thing, but what do you really get when you hand over your cash? Let's crack open the digital box and take a look.
It turns out it's actually more than just a folder full of plans. Yeah, you get the giant library, of course, but you also get some pretty cool extras like CAD software to view the plans, a bunch of how-to guides and videos, and even a couple of wild bonuses. Like, they say you can request a custom plan, and there's a guide to turning your hobby into a business. Pretty neat. And the range of projects here is just huge, seriously. We're talking everything from little things like picture frames and workshop organizers to full-size furniture, all the way up to massive outdoor projects like sheds, decks, you name it. The idea is that you'll never run out of things to build. All right, let's get to the most important part of any real review. It's time to push the marketing hype aside and have some real talk. What's actually good about this and what's not so good?
And here's the honest truth. On the plus side, the sheer volume of plans is incredible, and getting lifetime updates is a huge win. The bonuses are genuinely useful. But, and it's a big but, with 16,000 plans, they're not all going to be winners. The quality can be inconsistent. Some plans feel a bit old, and finding what you want can sometimes feel a bit clunky. Oh, and yeah, their sales page is pretty aggressive, which can be a turnoff.
So what's this going to cost you? Well, the investment is actually super simple. There's one price, you get access for life, and there's a solid guarantee that basically lets you try it out without any risk.
The price tag is $67. And the really important part here, it's a one-and-done deal. You pay once, and that's it. It's yours forever. In a world where everything is a monthly subscription, that's actually a pretty big deal.
Now this right here might be the most important thing for anyone who's on the fence. You get a full 60 days to dig through everything. If you don't like it, if it's not what you hope for, you just get your money back. No questions asked. That basically makes it a risk-free test drive.
Okay, so let's put it all together. The huge promise, what's actually inside, the price, the guarantee, and get to the bottom line.
Because at the end of the day, that is the only question that matters. Not, is it perfect? But is this going to be a valuable tool for you and the projects you want to build? This really sums it up. Look, if you're the kind of person who loves having a giant library of ideas at your fingertips, or if you're a beginner who just needs clear guidance, it's an amazing value. But on the flip side, if you expect every single plan to be a modern masterpiece, or you just need one super polished plan for a single project, this probably isn't for you.
So here's my final take. TedsWoodworking is an incredible resource if you think of it like a giant, sprawling warehouse full of treasures. It's not a tiny, perfect, high-end boutique. Its power is in the sheer volume and variety, not in perfection.
And that brings me to my final piece of advice. The absolute best way to know if this is for you is to just try it. Seriously. Use that 60-day guarantee. Pick a small project, build it, and see if it makes your life easier. If it does, fantastic. You've got a resource for life. And if it doesn't, you get your money back, you've literally lost nothing. The only question is, what are you going to build first?